Good morning, church. Hi, I am so thankful and grateful to see each and all of your faces. I am joined this morning by Steve Hirsch and Julie Homey. My name is Javon Haskin. I'm your music director. And we are going to sing the words of this 13th century Persian poet Rumi, who was a leader in the early Sufi movement in Islam, which were set to music by Reverend Lynn Unger. So please rise in body or in spirit as we sing, Come, Come, Whoever You Are. We'll sing it in Spanish as well. Ven, ven, cual eres, ven. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again, come. Ven, 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 cual eres, ven. No me dan búsqueda, se amas la vida. La nuestra es la caravana de amor. Ven, otra vez, ven. Come, 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 whoever you are. Wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again. One more time. Ven, 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 ven. Cual eres, ven. No me dan búsqueda, se amas las vidas. La nuestra es la caravana de amor. Ven, otra vez, ven.
It's great to have Julie with us this morning. Yeah. Good morning. Appreciate your warm presence here today. Feel free to exhale a lot today. Welcome to the Mount Diablo Unitarian Universalist Church with somewhat subpar heating in the sanctuary today. So those of you online, good choice today. I'm the Reverend Leslie Takahashi, and my pronouns are she and her, and we're just so grateful to have all of you here today. A special welcome if you're visiting us for the first time or if you're back on campus after an absence. We're really grateful to have you here. On the first Sunday of the month, we have an opportunity for those interested to sign our membership book, and that is next Sunday. So please be considering that. And we will also honor those who have joined in this quarter next week as well. So if you're interested in participating, let us know and we'll arrange to have you sign the book. So today we have the special gift of having a multi-generational service, and this service was designed with people of all ages in mind today, so we're grateful to be here. I want to thank those who helped with our harvest meal. We had over 60 people partake, and if you helped out or were here in any way, will you just raise your hand for a second? So thank you, everybody. We're so grateful to you. This week we'll have the last Vespers of our 2025, also community dinner and our minister's conversation. And for those of you who've been joining us or thinking about joining us for our faith witness outside the Concord Immigration Court on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're still there. It's a little colder, dress appropriately, but come and be with us. And the Justice email every Thursday has lots of ways you can get involved. And reading our emails or our beacon are the best ways to know all the things that are going on. So we are so glad you are here, and welcome to this beloved community.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Andrew Oswald, member of your Board of Trustees. My pronouns are he and him. Welcome to our service. We begin our services by reading our mission together. We bring to life our Unitarian Universalist values as we seek truth and work for justice, nurture compassion and courage, reach out to each other and to our larger community of faith, bridge the divisions that wound the human family, transform ourselves and our world. This community is self-supporting. Our donations of time, talent, and treasure fuel all we do here. Thanks to all who attended our Let's Dream Together session earlier this month. Be watching for further announcements as we move this forward. We will have a congregational meeting the last Sunday of January to further our dreams. Membership is the building block of our community. If you're interested in being a committed part of our church, please speak to me or any minister or board member after the service. As you consider your year and end-of-year giving, please remember that we depend on the gifts of our community. And welcome. It's good to be together.
It is not only a little chilly, it's a little cloudy. Some of us may have needed one more cup of coffee today. So today, as we welcome in this service, it's all about our incredibly inclusive tradition of welcoming, which is part of our theology. I invite you with deep enthusiasm and maybe even some gesturing, keeping in mind the other people near you. Let's say to one another, I'm glad you're here.
That's right. We're gonna sit at the welcome table. We're gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days. Hallelujah. We're gonna sit at the welcome table. Gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days. All kinds of people. All kinds of people around the table. All kinds of people around that table one of these days. Hallelujah. All kinds of people around that table. Gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days. No fancy style at the welcome table. No fancy style at the welcome table one of these days. Hallelujah. No fancy style at the welcome table. Gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days.
Good morning. My name is Elle,
I'm Forrest.
and we will be leading you in our chalice lighting. May our table be generous and our spirits be wide. May we remember that we are called to make room because we need every willing heart to build community.
Okay, so we need to get ready. This is a busy time of year, and I have a list of everything that needs to get done.
Ready?
Of course. This is a story about a meal, right?
Yeah, a meal that happened a long time ago, something that a group of people who shared a dream did together.
I didn't know people could share that. A dream, I mean.
Yes, I don't mean literally. I mean, there was a dream about how the world could be if people learned to treat one another with more respect, and still feels pretty much like a dream. But anyway, people still come together to share this ritual that we're going to share today. It's called communion, to remember that dream and the one who tried to make it real.
Sounds good, but communion, though? A meal? Well, we need to get ready then, so I can check this off my list.
I mean, it might be a minute because we haven't even started. I mean, I wonder if there's anyone out there that could help us. The front row looks really enthusiastic. Does anyone have a tablecloth out there?
Oh, Reverend Rodney.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Well,
we
we need
do.
to, all right. Let's, maybe we could spread it out
Can
here.
I have a couple helpers help me spread out this tablecloth?
Okay, get this tablecloth spread out. Just sort of spread it out here.
Well, now that we have a tablecloth, I think we need some plates.
Some plates.
Ooh, could we have some
Okay.
help in the congregation too? Does anybody
I
see
wonder if
any
there's any
plates?
around. Yeah, if maybe we could bring some plates up, and people that want to help look for them could bring some up. And then we need a
Amazing.
couple
Yeah,
of our
come help
folks
set
up
our
here.
table.
All right, let's get some Ben, and can we get Thomas and Ben up here?
Ben
To-
says no.
Okay, Tom. I'm not going to have the teens sit up here. Thank you. looking for cups.
And teens, we need some help. Help us find some more cups. Alexandra's got a cup. Awesome. Check.
Well, it looks like some people are okay. Well, then let's let the welcoming
Oh, I see some
begin.
silverware coming.
But it's not
too.
supposed to come till the next part. That's the next part.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Silverware can stay for now. Back with the silverware. But good job on the plates and cups. So we said we'd move you around to keep you warm. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, so how does that look on your list?
I think it looks pretty good.
All right, well, we'll keep going then.
Hello. We are going to please invite, can I see this real quick? Thank you. For our next hymn, this hymn was composed by Reverend Wendy Luella Perkins, who is a UU minister and folk singer from Kingston, Ontario. And I'm going to transition myself to the bass so I can try to bring this version that we sang at our UU Music Ministry Conference this summer to this congregation. So give us a quick little second of this transition.
Give thanks for this precious day, for all gathered here and those far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day, for all gathered here and those far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day.
Good morning. My name is Ives Humphreys. My pronouns are he and him, and I'm your worship associate today. We just experienced our longest government shutdown in history, 43 days. As a federal worker, I couldn't go to work. I was not getting paid. I realized I no longer had a reason to wake up early, and I lost my sense of purpose. One of the only things I looked forward to was being able to take my second nap. Between naps, I submitted my 5th job application to be a substitute teacher this time. The process might take weeks to clear a background check. I felt like I lived in the background, unseen, waiting, suspended. I was lonely. At my park, I usually greet 30 people before lunchtime. On furlough, I went days without talking to anyone outside my household. I moved here during the pandemic, far from family and friends, and the quiet can feel heavy. I checked the news more times a day than I should have, and I immediately wished I hadn't. Will I receive back pay? Will the shutdown even accomplish anything? But then, on the calendar, thank goodness, there was our congregation's young adult Friendsgiving. This year, the family group was also invited. It was much bigger attendance. My wife and I brought pecan pie and scalloped potatoes to the gathering. We met young adults, teens, even zillennials, millennials and Gen X combined. New faces, familiar faces, people slowly becoming community. It was nice to see people in Borton Hall. Yet I first had to overcome a challenge in the kitchen. I couldn't figure out how to use a microwave. I briefly waged a personal war against technology. Thankfully, a friend pointed out the second microwave, which saved my potatoes and my sanity. The food spread was abundant. Sweet potatoes with marshmallows and rotisserie chicken, soups, vegan dishes, pies, clementines. Someone had baked a beautiful loaf of bread. I asked, "Is there a knife?" And they said, "No, just pull it apart with your hands." It was literally an invitation to break bread together. And I'll admit I hesitated, nerves and germs, but the invitation stayed with me. At the table, we talked about many things like who can afford to have kids, environmental disasters, the rising cost of living, just the usual cheerful topics of our time. And then came games. I picked a card game called You Are Old, a game for aging millennials. No one knew how to play. The rules involved climbing up the path to being old if you identified with certain millennial culture, and climbing back down if you've redeemed yourself by knowing Gen Z culture. The implication that identifying as old meant you lost the game didn't exactly feel like my UU value. I read the first card to everyone. You are old if you think 8 p.m. is too late to start a movie. You are redeemed if you have more than 2 piercings or tattoos. People laughed and squabbled and moved their pieces up and down the path of getting old. I ended up losing the game, but enjoying every bit of the process. At the end of the evening, a member invited us to join the Zillennials group, and it felt so nice to feel accepted. And that, I think, is the point. No matter what is happening, another shutdown, another recession, another divisive election season, we still gather. We still share food and stories and presents. We still break bread, literally and figuratively. Because those who eat together grow together. Not just like this, but like this, like this. So as we enter this time of worship, let us remember, we are not meant to live in the background. We are meant to gather, to feed and be fed, to hold and be held, to show up for one another in simple, radical ways. Let us come into this hour with gratitude for the ways we are sustained and the community that makes it possible. Thank you.
Please rise in body or in spirit as we sing our congregational song, which was written by Dorothy and Robert Singes, who are 2 UUs from Vermont. And they set these words to a traditional Dutch hymn. We gather together.
We gather together in joyful thanksgiving, acclaiming creation whose bounty we share. Both sorrow and gladness we find now in our living. We sing a hymn of praise to the life that we bear. We gather together to join in the journey, confirming, committing our passage to be a true affirmation in joy and tribulation. When bound to human care and hope, then we are free.
Okay, so our table is almost set, but I think we're still missing some silverware.
I was going to talk to you about that. We might actually need to have a few more place settings.
I see. Yes, yes, yes.
The problem is that we're a welcoming table, right? And sometimes when you're trying to be, well, there you go, more welcoming,
So more.
it takes a while to remember the guest list.
But couldn't we just see if the guests could share? No. Okay, I guess not. Here we go again. So I need some helpers.
Plates. Go to it.
We need to grab
You
some
know
more
the
plates.
drill.
Check. We need some cups.
Okay, this time we are taking silverware. Plastic, recyclable, compostable ware.
Check. We've got plates. Check. We've got cups. Check. I see lots of silverware. Check.
We got room for more yet. Check.
Hey, what about the Zafu?
Wait. Isn't this a story from a Christian tradition? Aren't those meditation cushions like kind of Buddhist?
Well, sure. No cultural appropriation intended. It's just easier to affirm the worth and dignity of someone that is not sitting on the floor. And besides, Christians don't have a monopoly on hospitality. Buddhists are also happy to invite everyone in.
All right, so we're looking for Zafus. You hold one up. You were supposed to have one done.
Zafus, like this. Anyone got Zafus?
Oh, we got one over here. Can we come grab? Oh, there we go. I see some back there.
I see some coming.
Then we're gonna set
Quite a few. We'll set them around our table.
Set them around our table.
Yeah.
Great. So you were asking about early Christians, and the earliest followers of Jesus, they didn't really have like grand cathedrals or buildings or even churches like this one with our beautiful stained glass windows. They gathered in people's homes, living rooms, I imagine, maybe kitchens, wherever they could find space. And they made those places holy with their presence, often with big pillows, like maybe a zafu or something else, probably on the floor, just like this. And I like to imagine people of every background, women and men, old and young, all passing bread and stories back and forth. Their communion wasn't just a ritual, but it was a rehearsal for the world that they were imagining. A world where everyone is fed and no one is left out, because there's always room for one more. And I see that spirit alive in this community, in places like our food pantry, in the kitchen, where rows of cans and boxes promise that hunger has no place in our congregation. And I saw it just this past Friday as we gathered, as Ives told us, for food, laughter, and games, not at the Friendsgiving, but at our annual community harvest meal as well. But I often see it most clearly outside of the Concord Courthouse, where some of you stand in the early morning chill, handing out breakfast bars and fruits to immigrants waiting for their day in court. You look them in the eye, you offer a song or a kind word, and you remind them, you matter, you belong, you're not alone. In those moments, the sidewalk is our sanctuary, and those breakfast bars or fruit are our communion. And this is what the wider table means to me. It's not about fancy altar cloths or polished silver. It's about people passing food around, showing through our actions that we see them and their humanity, and that we recognize we're not alone. Our own Unitarian Universalist Service Committee has launched its Guest at Your Table fundraiser this year. All proceeds from all the various UU tables in the US and world for this holiday season will be given to community-led human rights initiatives around the world. You can donate by scanning the QR code, kind of a virtual table this year. You'll see the QR codes online in our slides during the offertory and also at our justice table after the service. So I will be sending them out in the justice email and on our webpage as well. So the early church table was practical. It was a practice of radical equity and pluralism, and our tables, whether they are in the fellowship hall here, out on courthouse sidewalks, or found in a virtual QR code, they carry on this ancient work. Our table is large and expansive.
Great, because we know that a welcoming table should have no limits. How are we doing, Marina?
I think we can check this off the list. I hope I don't have to check again.
For our meditational song today, we are going to sing a song that famous British composer and hymn tune writer Ray Vaughan Williams set to music, that George Herbert is a song from a series of song cycle that Vaughan Williams set of George Herbert's lyrics. This song is Come My Way, My Truth, My Life.
Come my way, my truth, my life, such a way as gives us breath, such a truth as ends all strife, such a life as killeth death. Come my light, my feast, my strength, such a light as shows a feast, such a feast as mends in length, such a strength as makes a guest. Come my joy, my love, my heart, such a joy as none can move, such a love as none can part, such a heart as joys in love.
The fourth Sunday before Christmas, marks the start of the time known as Advent. Coming from the Latin word adventus, meaning arrival, Advent is the period of waiting for the birth of Jesus. Today is the first Sunday of Advent and the start of the liturgical or spiritual year for Christians. In our community of diverse beliefs, as in many others, we choose to mark this season through the lighting of an Advent wreath. We begin the season of Advent and thus welcome in the year with hope. For those of us who continue to hold the Christmas story close, hope is there in the tale of a God who said, "I see you hurting, and I don't want you to have to go through it alone." And instead of coming down into wealth, power, and glory, was born as a baby to a poor, unwed mother in a small country ruled by a colonial power into a people who were a religious minority. For those of us who view this season through a different lens, perhaps we find hope in the cycle of seasons, the warmth of community, or the indomitable human spirit. Or perhaps hope feels far away and hard to grasp. That's okay. Hope is rarely easy, but it is necessary. Hope is the belief that something amazing can and will come to pass, despite all evidence to the contrary. Hope hears all the arguments for why we are foolish, all the people saying, "That's not how the world works," and hope responds, "Maybe so, but it's the way the world should work, don't you think?" Hope is hard. It's not going to be easy to make something we imagine become real. And yet, we are called to do so daily, sometimes to believe, and sometimes to be the reason that people keep believing. Writer Maria Mankin put it this way: hope is not only the fuel that sustains our spirits. Hope lives within the tangible gifts we give each week to support the most vulnerable amongst us. In generosity, we act on God's behalf, ensuring the needs of our community is met. Hope is not just for us. It, like all virtues, is communal and interdependent. We must each pour our own light into this first flame. And so, I invite us now to join in that spirit as we light the candle of hope. We light this candle of hope in the full knowledge that the days are growing darker. We light this candle of hope, a single flame to illuminate these times. May we carry this light into hard places and tight spaces where the light so often struggles to reach. May we share this light with those who have the greatest need of it, so that our one light may soon become many. Amen.
For our musical offering that Steve and I are going to sing and Julie's going to play, we typically don't have the lyrics for this moment in our service, but we do today. You are always invited to join in singing for any song that you know, but today, if you want to join in, the lyrics will be up for you as well, okay?
Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide. No one stands alone we'll stand side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide. No one stands alone, we'll stand side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide, draw it wider still. Let this be our song. No one stands alone, standing side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide, draw it wider still. Let this be our song. No one stands alone, standing side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide. No one stands alone, we'll stand side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide, draw it wider still. Let this be our song. No one stands alone, standing side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide.
Thump, thump, thump. I guess we're going to hear a lot of thumping, huh? Hello, my name's Elizabeth Deach, and I'm a member of your Board of Trustees. My pronouns are she and her. Rounding the corner to this last beloved month of 2025, we have been blessed with recent rains, and now we are putting on our layers of warm clothing. It's an important season. I ask, why do you give, and to whom do you give to? The Board of Trustees would like you to give in order for you to receive plentiful in return. This is a huge part of our responsibility to effectively manage resources and your contributions. Our foundation is strong, the windows bring in light, and we share our light out of those windows. Our roof has no leaks, and most important, your neighbor in this community, the person, any person in this room, all of us together and online, holds and fiercely supports your values. And the heating and air conditioning, the HVAC system, is in some need of help. Giving is an integral part of being human. Many asks happen this time of year, and people in general are very generous. For those who truly feel the benefit of giving, the tendency is to give, not to wait. This congregation is so very appreciative of any possible year-end gift, and please know your gifts will be applied thoughtfully and responsibly. And geez, do we have options for you? You can write a check, electronically transfer from your charitable giving account, go to our website, use the QR code. We also accept stock donations so you can avoid capital gains tax. If there's any option left out, please ask. We, your Board of Trustees, are here and open to graciously accept that which you have to offer. No amount too small or large. With much gratitude, let's close 2025 with a confident and prideful gift. Thank you.
Please join me in the dedication of the offering. To the work of this community in transforming ourselves and our world, we dedicate ourselves and our offerings.
We are what we eat, or so the saying goes. In the Christian tradition, the act called communion, or Eucharist, which means thanksgiving, yes, is the eating of bread and the drinking of wine or grape juice, instituted by Jesus in the Gospels as a way of remembering his life and death. The way he speaks about this is strange, to say the least, calling the bread his body and the wine his blood. And these are the ways in which the Christian church, from its beginning, have spoken about this ritual, which earned them no shortage of strange looks and gossip. Now, some traditions believe this to be a symbolic act, while others believe that the bread and wine or grape juice are literally morphed or transubstantiated inside us, while others still fall somewhere in between. Regardless, communion is seen as holy and transformative for those who participate. The Apostle Paul would expand on the significance of the communion meal. In his first letter to the church at Corinth, he writes, "Because there is one bread, we, who are many, are one body, for we all partake of the one bread." One body. Though we are physically different, we share the same spirit, joined through this eating this somehow divine meal, and sustained by the same source, whatever we might know that source as. And in this regard, it's not much different than any meal shared between people. Food is the great connector. We all need to eat, and as social creatures, we generally prefer to do so in the company of others. Those we eat with most often are typically those we consider family, either born or chosen. I see that reflected in the story of the Last Supper, the meal in which this was instituted. And I see the human Jesus here as much as I see the one that some people consider divine. Do this in remembrance of me. He's saying this to his friends on the last night of his life. Please don't forget about me. Don't forget the time we shared. Don't forget that I love you. I cannot prove it, but experience has taught me that something beyond the natural is encountered in the space of a shared meal, which reveals to us our shared humanity. I have eaten with Hindus and Quakers, atheists and agnostics and anarchists, neo-pagans and Baha'is, to name a few. And I have found something that connects us regardless of belief or creed. Sometimes this is little more than a love of good food, but sometimes that is enough. In those moments, I can see how we are one body. When one of us aches, we all feel their pain. And when one of us is finally freed of a burden, we can all breathe a little easier. Now, I am someone who values tradition more than most, I think. I am, by nature, a past-oriented person. So it hurts sometimes when I hear people say things like, tradition is just bullying by dead people, which I have heard on multiple occasions in UU spaces, but also in the culture at large. To me, tradition is the living faith of those no longer with us. It provides a kind of immortality even, or perhaps especially, for folks who might not believe in an afterlife. That doesn't mean we don't examine our traditions, modify or adapt them, just as we're doing today, swapping the wine for cider. But I think we shouldn't also just throw them away uncritically. I can think of few things more dishonorable to the dead than saying, in effect, the things you loved and the things which made you feel loved no longer serve a purpose, which means you no longer serve a purpose. Someday, we will all be those people who hope not to be forgotten after all. And so we eat this meal together, just as those before us did, and those before them back into unconscious memory. And the thing that filled them with life, be it divine and eternal or human and temporal, fills us with life too. Regardless of your theology, it is a holy thing. Their lives, our lives, and the lives that will continue on after us, God willing, in an unbroken line. So maybe we aren't what we eat, so much as we are who we eat with. So come to the table, all you who are hungry, that we might become one with our source, our community, our history, and our hopes for the future. Our table is open, and none shall be turned away.
Oh, we give thanks for this precious day, for gathered here
And those far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day.
Well, good thing that we're all ready now. I have so many other things on my list.
About that.
Oh no, I have to check again, don't I?
Well, only in your heart, only all of us in our hearts. We should always be thinking about our other neighbors and those we want to always be making room for.
What if people just share? Can we ask the children and youth and their parents to come up to be our first guests? They're good at sharing.
Okay, yeah, and as they come up, I'm going to say that we're
So
about
children and
to...
youth, come forward.
Yeah, we can bring our children and youth and families forward, and we're going to wait right here for a sec, because we're about to share our bread and our cider communion with one another, and I'm going to invite Aiden and Ron and Ronnie to come forward as well. We're so lucky to have so many people who are on the path to ministry among us. And we're going to invite you to just choose if you wish to come forward. First, we're going to serve the folks up here and our families, and we're going to invite them to sit at our table that we've made. And then we'll invite everyone else to come forward as you're so moved. And if someone near you would like to have you bring back a piece of bread, you can do that. We're going to ask you to take the bread, and if you wish to, you can dip it once in the cider. And anyone here can join, because we want to have a really big table, because, as we've said, all are welcome and all are honored. Table? Come sit up at the table. Yeah. And so when we start, then we'll have everybody. We've got lots of lines you can come up to. Okay, so we're almost ready, Marina, to check off our list. But you know what it is we need to check off? We need to check off the joy. So we want to invite everyone to come forward, and as we do, we're going to have the gift of music as well.
And continuing in this spirit of joy, please let us sing Adam Pod's Joy in the Morning, which makes reference to the text in Psalm 30, verse 5, which states, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning."
We'll find joy in the morning. Joy in the morning. Joy in the morning. In the morning, we'll find joy.
We'll find hope. We'll
Find hope in our children. Hope in our children. Hope in our children. In our children, we find hope.
You are welcome.
We find strength in each other.
Strength in each other.
Strength in each other. Strength in each other. In each other, we find strength.
You are welcome. Once, yeah. Welcome. If you want it, it's up to you. You're seen, you're welcome. 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 Thank you for using my tongs. You are welcome. Good. Oh, great, great. You are welcome. Thank you.
There is love all around us. There is love all around us.
Love all around us. Love all around us. All around us. There is love.
Let's sing that verse one more time. There is love all around us. There is
love all around us. Love all around us. Love all around us. All around us. There is love. There is love all around us. Love all around us. Love all around us. All around us. There is love.
all
Around us. There is love.
So thank you all for participating in our ritual and keeping one another pretty warm in our movements. I should probably chew before I speak more. Our table is never too small for one more chair to be added. And a human heart unguarded is never too little to embrace more love. And I want to say that the hymn we sang at the very beginning of our gathering here, we're going to sit at the welcome table, is like so many hymns from the African American tradition. It has more than one meaning. It's about heaven and how hoping for some wonderful place out of this life is possible and may sustain people in hard times, suffering under oppressive times. And it was also about the freedom we could find in little pockets in this world. So we're creating this together. Am I right? Yes. So thank you as we continue to draw the circle wide. And what we know is this, that it doesn't matter as much what we say in here, though it matters to our hearts to be able to say it. What matters most is we take what we do here out into our days, into the world. And this, as our Advent candle reminds us, is a season of hope. But hope is not a passive thing, is it? It is something that is a movement towards something. And this service reminds us each year, and I was reminded of it as I baked the bread last night. I actually baked it in the morning, and it didn't want to do what bread is supposed to do, so we baked it again last night. And any of you that have baked bread know that's not the thing you want to have to make twice in one day. But it's worth it, because I'm so grateful that we keep gathering in this time. And I don't know if you know this, but words have parents, they have roots, they have ancestors. And the word hope is actually, one of its ancestors is a series of words that mean to leap forward in expectation. Now, we won't ask anyone up here to demonstrate, but we all know that leaping forward isn't a passive thing, is it? It's something we actively choose to do. So let's look around for a moment. We're so grateful to be gathered here, people of all ages. And can we especially thank those who are here, up here, for they deserve for all of us to leap forward. So let us honor them. No table is ever too small for one more chair to be added, and no human heart unguarded is too little to allow more love in. Let us continue to leap forward in hope and in expectation that we will build a better world.
Our closing song today, Melanie DeMore wrote this gem of a song which invites us to bring joy in the practice of uplifting our community and holding each other as this table continues to spread. And it goes a little something like this. So please rise in body and spirit. There's some hand movements as well, so help us continue our warming up. You gotta hold everybody. You gotta hold everybody up. You gotta hold everybody. You gotta hold everybody up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody up. Yeah.
And now that our table is set, may our faith sustain us, our hope inspire us, our love surround us as we go our separate ways. May we know that we will gather again in this beloved community. May your light shine.